Alrighty, welcome back. We are about to dive ourselves right on into Game 3 here, where Galatasaray have really been upsetting expectations and kind of running through Beyond Gaming in the later game decision making. If this game, frankly, gets to Elder Drake, I don't know what it is, whether they win the fight with it or they don't. They're just outplaying Beyond Gaming in these later game team fights. They're finding their picks. They are, and this is not even like Beyond Gaming, like really making any major flubs here. The realm orbs out of Moan were just so critical and so fantastic for saving Husha and really keeping Galatasaray from punishing them any further. But okay, we're having a big flip here now, actually. So we're going to the picks first. I'll get to the bans later. So Crazy actually grabbing the Rise out early. Counter is Liang and Husha grabbing the Misfortune and the Lee Sin. This Misfortune's priority is still super high, and we can see just a little bit of discipline out of Alive in the last game, really letting you know, it's like, that's great with the Braum and all, but I'll just wait. Oh look, the Unbreakable is gone here. Time to unload. Mojito, Balulu grabbing the Talon, grabbing the Ezreal, and this Ezreal should not be trifled. 3-item Ezreal spike, massive carry option there as well, super mobility, and Mojito on this Talon is to be worth the threat. He has been the best talent at this tournament so far, able to get into serious flanks, get value. Have not seen an int move out of this man's talent just yet. And Mojito is such a great playmaker, so willing to go in and find the picks, find the kicks, find the damage, and just be a pain. Over on Beyond Gaming side, we mentioned Husha on the Lee Sin. This should be good as well. It's been a highly contested pick, very big playmaker. So gonna need to see some things out of Husha there. Didn't get to see too much other than him getting saved by Moan in the last match. Not able to secure any of the major objectives when they were in those 50-50 smite contests. And Moan grabbing the Syndra, which I think we've only seen one or two other times in this tournament, I believe from LNG. Yeah, I don't believe I've seen Chubby play it yet. So Syndra, decent pick here. It's going to be able to blow up Mojito. Going to be able to blow up probably any of these squishies with just one click of a button, which would be really good. And going to be able to also keep his distance and push away Mojito should he be trying to jump on him to assassinate him. So this ban phase we're going into, secondary ban phase, I think we're having a little bit of a difficulty here. Yep, secondary ban phase not coming through, just speculating's coming out here. Leona and Braum, I think, are two highly contested supports here. They may still believe that Amumu is going to be of contest, especially in combination with the Misfortune. I just don't see it. I really don't. I hope they've kind of learned this at this point, that Amumu is just not as good as he could be. He's not nearly as tanky as Braum or as Leona. His playmaking is limited down to just his ultimate, while Braum can actually play some other engages and really stun people up, hold them down, defend his team fantastically. And Leona, of a similar value, with her 3 stuns, her exceptional tankiness with the Eclipse. Like when she has that, when she has her rune active, she has Eclipse up, she just cannot be, she just takes so long to die. And that tank value cannot be overstated for getting space for the carriers to get their way in to put their damage in here. So, technical difficulty and trying to eavesdrop in onto Borgyorg and I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Apologies. And Medic, another name by the name of Aaron as well. Jealous. Yeah. Yeah, if Galatasaray could close this out here in this third game, it'll actually probably keep any extra, tricks up their sleeve in their sleeve, able to be pulled out in the next best of 5 here. Because if they win this, they're in the group stage. This is it. This is where they actually have to pull it together. They win this game here. They knock BYG out of the tournament, and they secure themselves a spot in the main event, which would be just. I feel like that'd be the first time a Turkish team. No. I think Supermassive have made it. So it would be Galatasaray following in the footsteps of Supermassive of other previous orgs. I feel like Supermassive was actually in CIS. I'm mistaking things. I think this would be the first time a TCL representative, a Turkish team, gotten to the main groups, won it through play-ins, gotten to the main groups, and kind of surprised all of us. So let's see what other side tangents we come into while we fill time here. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to really talk to. Warren not able to make it, and still trying to make connections with some other friends of mine to cast these. So for now, gonna have to deal with Golbjorg and Medic in the background, as well as myself. Alright, so I guess they're making a remake, so everything will stay the same, and then we'll enter into that secondary ban phase once they get finished with the remake.
It's quickly, for me at least, becoming such a signature champion. This was a guy already before coming into the tournament who did really well when resources was put into him by his team. And now when you suddenly have a champion like Talon that is meta, where you get to be annoying against squishies and still play as a carry with mechanics and hands, you also get to have so much map pressure around your lanes because of the mobility. And, you know, top that off with Gordringer being the top of the line item for assassins, of course. It's going to be super nice brawling with that.
So Golbjorg expanding a little bit more, but definitely highlighting Mojito on this Talon. Just fantastic. It almost sounds like he's insinuating that Mojito's actually been played around a lot, especially when we had that carry jungler meta in the earlier parts of the year. So Mojito's been actually a cornerstone for Galatasaray, and that is not surprising considering how this man plays. He plays like he is trying to carry his team. He's trying to win these games, and that is commendable to see, and it's fantastic to see on a world stage. Like, there has been very few times, I think there's only been like one game where Galatasaray has looked kind of passive or just unable to make plays. But in this best of 5, in most of their games, they are proactive at the start, and as we are seeing here in the first 2 matches, the first 2 games of this best of 5, they will fight till the bitter end. They will find a way to win. So, lot of commendations for this team so far. Beyond Gaming on the other side, they got to start the reverse sweep now. They have to win 3 games in a row from this position to keep their dream alive of staying in Worlds here. And they have the team that they should have actually beaten and won the PCS. They have PSG talent still sitting there in groups waiting for them, waiting to see their friends trying to actually prove that they should be here. So PSG Talon looking down on BYG, trying to get their way out of here. They need to get this together. They've had good drafts. I don't think any of the issues have actually been in the drafts. There have been pretty intelligent drafts here. It's just that it's not clear that there's a lot of step up out of Moan, and there's just been a inability to deal with the counters coming out from Galatasaray. Because in the last game we just saw here in game 2, Beyond Gaming got out of the gates like a bat out of hell. They were ready to go. They got the first Drake. They were putting out great pressure. They got the Herald as well. They had such a great early game thing. It reminded me of what Unicorns of Love did on their first game of play-ins, where they just got like what felt like almost all 15 plates across the map. But unfortunately, didn't win it. But that's what game 2 really felt like there out of Beyond Gaming, and then it just sort of fell apart. Galatasaray sort of outplaying and really punishing any of the overreach that came out. Doggo overreaching there under the inhibitor turret, I believe, I recall, and it just they end up being able to get a way back in. They are able to secure that Baron after Beyond Gaming walked away from it, and just did not register that Galatasaray were going to have just the audacity. Just like, you know what? You just left. We're going to go ahead and take this. And Hosher gets in there to try to steal it, but they stop damage on it just in time here, and there's enough zoning and enough threat that they secure that Baron, and that just begins the reverse sweep out of them. And even with the Ocean Soul on the side of Beyond Gaming, they just were not able to get it closed out. So this is going to be super tough here. Super tough for both teams here. Closing out usually ends up being the great choker for some teams. And we're going to see if Galatasaray can actually hold their nerves, go forward with their game plan, and just execute and finish off Beyond Gaming. Because kind of up until this point, Galatasaray, I don't think have had anything to lose. Now they have a chance. Like, now there is a real chance. Now there can be a flip around for Beyond Gaming. They have something to lose in terms of this is their last chance. So depending on how their mindset wants to play out, they are This is their last chance to get into groups, and so maybe they'll play with even more aggression in the early game, play with even more of a sense of nothing to lose. So this third game here is going to be pivotal. Is going to be very pivotal.
First seeds tend to get into the group and go like 1-5, 1-4, or thereabouts. And PSG talent has been consistent for this region, but the second seed from PCS doesn't really usually make it to groups. Usually they get knocked out in planes. Usually they don't even make it into the knockout round of play-ins. So I think for Beyond, although they will be a little bit disappointed with how this is going today, how this best of 5 is going, it's still a strong performance by them to make it into the knockout stage. And if they can manage to pick up this and get into the second round of play-ins knockouts, that's a strong showing from the PCS.
Yep. This is definitely a good showing for the PCS entirely. Kind of reminding us of back when Flash Wolves would be kind of contending with the world champions with Korea, back when it was the Korean just era. Beyond Gaming actually having such a great showing here at just even at the play-in stage. I know they did not have to really contend with the LPL. I don't think they had to contend with. I think no, they're in that group. I am misremembering groups right now. Give me 1 second before I misspeak. Play-ins. Yeah, so they have not really had to deal with the two major bosses of the play-in stage in LNG and Hanwha Life. But these games have looked quite good out of Beyond Gaming. It's just that they have their proactive play has been countered and outplayed by Galatasaray, and then they cannot really match the counter of the primary play. So really hope that both teams can kind of keep their form here after this delay, because this is actually going on for quite a minute. Apparently that player or client error unclear for the ban, so we could find ourselves in a little bit of trouble, and we're going to hand this over to the analyst desk, which means, considering I'm doing this on a VOD, I'm going to skip ahead to where we actually jump back into the game. Good to see Dash, Emily, and company. There we go. Okay, so there we go, and we are back here. Just got to cheat that one for time's sake. Analyst desk, not my job here, and not what I'm practicing for. So here comes all the picks and running out, and we're just quick rapid fire here. It's gonna look a little buggy, maybe a little bit of that back and forth rubber band that we saw in the previous game. All right, yep, and the Ezreal. So this is where we last left off. Syndra picked up by Moan, and now for their fourth ban coming out from Beyond Gaming. And this is where I feel like the three supports of main contention at this point are Leona, and they're not going to do that because supports haven't been picked up at all yet. Mid laners, jungler, and ADC have been picked up, so major priorities are sent over to those. Gwen picked up on the side, so very scary of Crazy's Gwen, which is a valid concern, because Crazy at some point, I thought he was going to clutch out that Elder fight. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get anyone near enough to the threshold for the explosions. Leona could be taken out, Camille also taken out here, so really trying to minimize any of the carry top lanes that Crazy can bring into play. Jace is still available. Renekton hasn't shown up much, actually, so he might have fallen out of favor. Gangplank available. So there are options. There are some decent options here for Crazy to take. I'm trying to think of any other top laners. Urgot, but I feel like that was much more over in Group A. The Jace is going to get banned out, so I'm not sure if that's actually the kind of ban you want to throw at Liang. I don't know if it's going to push him onto a top laner that you don't want to deal with, because the Jace wasn't really like a problem child in game 2, and the Amumu is still available, and it's going to be able to get paired up with the MF. Have not seen a lot of success out of this. Maybe BYG actually pull us around and really show us why. Yeah, he cannot flipping win. I don't like the Amumu pick. It's just not, the character is just too small, he's soggy rags. He just gets destroyed and shredded, and there's no good chance for him to get off his curse. And now Crazy he's gonna pick up the Gnar. Great team fight options here. Mojito jumping around, jumping over all the terrain, able to get his flanks off. Alive's going to be able to stay quite safe on this Ezreal. Balulu on this rise, a lot of mobility, a lot of just global pressure mobility with the Realm Warp, and fantastic frontline damage here. And Zergstig looking at the Rakan, and I'm not sure if that's going to be the best play here, because there is just good, it's reliable engage and reliable flank engage and charms available, and he can't interrupt Doggo on the bullet time. The problem is that he has to basically travel through the bullet time to do that, and he could die in transit. So a little scary here with this Rakan, and Rakan Ezreal lane. Don't really expect much is going to really come out of this. The Kino on the Emu isn't going to be able to really do much at all early on either way. Anyway, but Liang going to be able to get this Irelia, and that Irelia in game 1 was quite scary. Was able to take a 1v2 while behind over by the top tier 2. So I don't like them letting the Irelia through. I don't think Jace was a great issue. And I don't like how they've actually I don't like how they've chosen out this at least the banned parts of this draft. The Gnar, I don't know if they're ready for Eastern Irelia versus Gnar, because Irelia is known to be a very significant punish and counter onto Gnar. It's just that it never really we never see it in LCS because of the caliber of play just isn't there. We barely ever saw it. If really, I don't even think we saw it in the LEC. But if you've been watching any LPL, Irelia into Gnar is a real thing, is quite scary, and you will die. So I feel like the game plan for Beyond Gaming is pretty straightforward. They can get anyone they want ahead. You definitely would really want to get a Syndra just so she can immediately delete someone from the fight. But you get Liang ahead, and he reserves the option to just all in crazy at will. It's going to be a very rough game here for Galatasaray. Again, they are on that last game. They win this, they go on to the group stage. Beyond Gaming must win this game themselves if they're going to have a hope of sticking around in this tournament. And crazy, staying passive. Line of scrimmage, more or less, for Beyond Gaming. Looks like Zergstig put out a ward. Yeah, he put a ward in the tri-bush. So, able to keep tabs, and, you know, nothing really happens there. I guess that's actually fantastic there out of Bulbior. Kino must be a big Abadage fan. Like, who isn't? Who doesn't like Abba? Alrighty, so bot side start here once again here for the junglers. Lulu gonna get this ward out. Gonna get a little bit deeper actually, just so they can actually see if Husha makes the walkthrough and skips his chickens this time. And the thing is, as I recall, Mojito and Talons basically, they want to get full clears in. They want to be able to just get their items, get their level 6 to where they can just dive in on people and just be able to secure it. It's been pretty well known that Lee Sin, especially with his E is ground pounding. Oh, Q gonna go in here. Not gonna be too bad of a trade, but yeah. Husha does reserve a counter option to at least still see Mojito when he goes into his ultimate. And very good little double up here. So yeah, Beyond Gaming gonna get something done here. I think they saw the Q there. No pings available. Oh, flash in here. Zergstig gonna be able to dodge here. Flash was in from Kino. Exhaust gonna come through. So gonna get a summoner spell advantage. Yeah, one summoner spell advantage for the side of Beyond Gaming here. Flash only used out of Kino, while Ignite and Exhaust came out from GS. So GS, I believe, trying to counter out, trying to get the kill onto this very squishy Mumu. Crazy getting the initial prio, the ranged advantage with the Mininar, providing him that. And Balulu just trying to deny, but going to actually make Moan pay for trying to get that cannon minion. And Moan going to trade back. So, pretty good punishing pieces here. And gonna be a jump in, and oh boy, Zerk's getting pretty low here. I'm not sure if this is really what they're gonna want here. Oh, and the Flush Duet's gonna come through, and Liang, I think he's ready to go in on this. It's gonna scare him off here. Oh, and the bandage touch connects, and it's gonna be first blood there onto Doggo. Flash still available onto Alive, but second bandage touch is gonna come out here. Zerk's gonna get the battle dance out of that, but all right, this might be the best showing we've seen out of a Mumu so far, and it's kind of into also a squishy engage support in the Rakan, and that may be the difference maker. Oh, Banshot's going to hit, and he's going to get the hit up, and he's going to get the kill. They actually juggle that turret aggro quite perfectly. Doggo's super low, but is going to survive it. They're going to be able to crash that wave. Alive going to arrive in time, but that is a kill on the Mumu and a kill credit onto the AD carry. This is not looking good for Galatasaray. Once again, starting behind the curve. Looks like there's going to be an even trade of Rift Crabs. Even trade of Scuttle Crabs. So that's going to be at least a... Keep that even on the side of Galatasaray. And the pace of talent in the jungle should very clearly outpace the Lee Sin. Oh, gonna catch that ward. I don't think he saw it, so no, it's gonna get that gold or XP. I think Mojito. Yep, I think he's going to ignore that ward, just allow for the misinformation to continue. Moan going to be spotted here, topside. No pings on it. And Crazy's going to know now. So Crazy has to back off here. Liang very clear and ready to actually clear this out here. And caught in between here the waves. Going to dodge the Floss Duets here. So good out of Crazy. Going to be able to get the Hyper proc. Trying to actually get this. And he's going to be losing a lot here. Oh, and he's looking for it. Q. And he reads that perfectly here. Is he going to die from it? He's going to die from it. Yep. Mojito going to get the Ignite off. So... Not the best exchange there. Balulu going to be able to pick up this gold. And Crazy going to catch mid. So not too much CS here lost on the side of Galatasaray. Unfortunately, Crazy kind of getting over aggressive. The play being called to punish. The punish does eventually come through, but the kill goes on to Liang. And that's not exactly what you want to have happen here. Crazy going to finish off that wave. So here we go here. So good reaction. You're staying close. You're getting the extra jump off. But the call is being made here. He's trying to catch him out. He's trying to keep his interest long enough here for me to apply. But he's going to flash just to make sure he's in range. Or Q auto. And that's going to be it here. And he doesn't die from the turret. The heal providing it. But Mojito is able to jump through. And just, I think he Q'd to a minion then ignited him. So able to make the play there. Crazy. Gonna have to play careful. He's gonna walk into the flawless duet, and here comes the Vanguard edge, and here comes the connect from Husha. The Q is gonna hit on the resonating strike available. They're trying to give the kill over to Liang. Oh boy. Yeah, that seems a little weird here. Here comes the Realm Warped bot side. It's gonna be a catch on to... Oh boy. Sorry, Doggo. You're going to go down here. Zergstick going to get super low, and the Ignite's going to take him. So counter kill from Kino to keep it even. But that gold's not going to get too much done on this Mumu, and it's on to support. So support getting kill for a support. Not too much going to be lost. They're alive, going to be able to get a little bit more pacing, a little more XP, and gold over Doggo in the matchup here. So top side focus here for Beyond Gaming. Well, we saw this before here. Beyond Gaming ahead with the gold, but Galatasaray still making their own cross-map plays here. And I think Zergstick, Flash not available. I think he's just trying to make sure Blue stays safe here. Kino spotted out bot side, so support's sort of matching the roamings. Blue's going to go over and at least get the Star Fruit, heal up there so we can get back to the lane. Now Zergstig and Mojito are here. and Moan just going to back off there. So not too much there. Gonna get some procs there onto Zergstick, help him get to complete his quest. But on account of Moan's clearly gotten back and he doesn't have his teleport, this is gonna probably be a free Herald for Galatasaray. And now Beyond Gaming going fishing here for a kill onto Alive. They're gonna be able to at least get one turret plate on. And oh boy, here's gonna be the jump on in and the knock up from Zergstick, but that's not who you wanted to knock up there. The bullet time's gonna come through, and it's gonna be a second kill for Doggo. Good double knock up on the battle dance there, but that is not who you really need to be scared about. Oh man, that hurts for Zergstick. And no level 6 available to try to charm up to maybe save his life. Oh, that hurts. That hurts quite a bit here. Hush up. I'm going to get to work here on the second Drake here, but the Herald's going to get dropped immediately here topside, trying to get some gold onto Mojito and onto Crazy, which is going to be a really good news. Vanguard's Edge goes in here from Liang. I think he's looking for something here. If he gets the catch, he's going to hit both, and Mojito's going to have to just jump away here. Liang with a big wave 2 catch here. Can't really give that up there, even if he could get the kill. Too much XP and gold available here with like what looks like, 2 waves worth of minions there underneath the tower. Husha making the move forward here. Not going to be able to do much here. Trying to get the collapse here. There's actually 3. Oh boy. And it's going to be caught out here. The ultimate coming out. And Xerxes is going to survive. The Ignite ticking, ticking, ticking. And another kill on to Kino. He's 3-0-2 here. This is a very, very battle bloodthirsty support here for Kino. He wants to get his team to group stage. He is trying to carry this out as hard as he can. And those ability haste boots, those iron boots of lucidity, paying dividends, really getting him that ignite about every chance, every time he needs it to kill off Zergstick. Zergstick doing the best he can here, actually keeping his carries alive. And I honestly, I think that's the most commendable thing we could say here for Zergstick. Keeping his carries alive. Balulu and Balulu without a death, with an assist on him. Alive has only died once. And that's pretty good stuff. So I'm pretty happy with Zergstick's play so far. Even if he's 1-4, he is making the plays necessary to keep his carries alive. So really good stuff out of him. Now, not too many objectives available. Let's see if Beyond Gaming will make their own objective. Well, I'm going to come in. I'm just going to clear out this control ward. He's already got his blue trinket out, so permanent little wards being put all over the map here, trying to keep control, keep a tag on where any of these rums are coming from, especially Mojito, because walls don't stop him. And now, trying to capture, try to get some damage on this turret. I'm gonna be able to get some autos in. Gonna be able to get a. I believe you got the turret plate. Husha. Top side here. 20 CS lead now for Liang, so he's kind of in control here. The all-in potential is there, is very real. Yep, Beyond Gaming. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of rums here. Mojito's here to receive it. The control ward putting out some info, but I don't think they're gonna be too scared of this rake. So Mojito and Crazy are going to get themselves underneath turret here. Liang crashing this wave in. It's going to be a cannon wave, so it's going to give them plenty of time and opportunity. Kino is level 6 here. It's going to get really scary here. Ult's going to come out here. Crazy. A little bit under. Oh, it's going to be Mojito. He's going to actually get in. He's going to get the ignite burn on. And that's going to be a dead Kino, I believe, here. But the trade is going to come back here. Kill for Liang. Liang super low. Balulu has arrived. Crazy. He needs to get this rage bar out. Quickness is in from Zergstick, trying to get the battle dancer, try to get the catch in here. And that's going to be an ignite onto Liang. He's going to go down. Balulu getting the kill. It's going to be a 2-for-1 here in favor of Galatasaray, and that is what you need there. Not even necessary. Moan. Husha. Oh, they're peeking out here. I bet they're predicting this. Oh, they're just trying to get the catch onto Crazy. But they see this. They know this. He's going to be exhausted here. Is there going to be much else that can be done? Oh, he's going to try and get to the alcove to save. I don't think Xerxes got much that he can save him with, so. Crazy. Hangs out a little bit too long, but Husha and Moan, a battle duo. These two guys play very well together. Moan saving Husha many a times with his realm warp in the last game, and now Bash Bros looking to put the poundage onto Crazy here. 2k gold lead here for BYG. Doing well here and about to get some more damage onto that bot turret. So this is actually pretty nutty here. Mojito, he's actually perfectly happy to stay underneath the turret. And I feel like this is sort of a split call here, but he is actually able to get all the procs that he needs onto Kino. Gets the jump, gets an extra little Q rotation there. And that's going to be, and the ignite. So he gets the kill. He gets the trade off. He gets the kill onto himself. This is actually super valuable here. But now the flank in from Kino, the kick from Husha is only going to put him into the wall. It doesn't really put a lot of distance here. And the ignite comes in to secure it, but Balulu's going to get the auto. So great collapse there from Balulu and company. Zergstig coming in on the other side to really just start pushing, putting even more pressure on the situation, and really just kind of helps funnel Liang into that alcove. So looking at a 2.4k gold lead onto Doggo here. All of these turret plates just being funneled onto him, and that was actually the first turret, I believe, as well. So Doggo plenty ahead, already has his Eclipse. Divine Thunder for Ezreal, so not too far behind by certain metrics here. He has skipped out on boots, but that's actually, yeah, there we go. The cooldown was throwing it off for me. But Yoma's Ghostblade for Doggo, so an entire item really ahead of his ahead of Alive, and that's gonna be a little scary here. Alive is quite behind the curve here. That Tear of the Goddess, it's not really combat stat, guys. And this Divine Thunder, he's gonna have to spend a lot of time poking people out to really actually see value for it. Counter Tower Carol on the other side of the map, so keeping the gold even. But Infernal Drake is going to be the soul of choice here for this game here. After BYG, they have actually stolen the playbook out of Galatasaray, and the prio really has been in their favor. Mojito here looking on the flank here, but I think they know this. They're not going to be able to spot it. There goes the wards. They know someone's here. Husha looking for it. Q kind of reads where he wants to go, but does not make the connection. Now BYG sort of in control of this topside river. Alive trying to get some poke out onto his enemy AD carry. But Doggo with the Eclipse is going to have a little bit of lifesteal as well. And now they're trying to steal the blue buff. Not much else to be done there. Secured by Husha. Oh, and here comes the damage onto the mid lane. So they're not really slowing down here. And here comes Kino. He's going to be able to get the catch up here. Oh, and that's going to be way too much. He's going to get it. Another dead. Bullet Time's going to be able to finish it off. It's going to be a turret dead and Ezreal dead on the side here. Mojito going to be able to actually get himself alive. But, oh, he wants to go in. Hush is going to be able to get the kill and gets himself killed as well. Now BYG kind of surrounded here. Balulu coming in as well here. Battle Dance is not going to be able to finish off here. Crazy has arrived here, and he's going to try to go off. Oh, boy, but Liang is available as well here. And he's going to be able to just 1v1 this so quickly. Crazy. Oh, going to have to flash away from the Vanguard's edge. It's going to be a 4 for 3? Yeah, for 3, yeah. The Amumu did die for that. So, major advantage over BYG here. 4k gold lead. And really able to actually make that, play that out quite well and find the advantage. It looked like Galatasaray was actually going to be able to bring that about, but like I said, Zergstig is actually quite squishy and may even be squishier than Kino. Kino, when he connects that bandage toss, he's instantly got the aftershock damage reduction applied. There it is. He's got it, and it's going to be a little bit harder to kill him than it's going to be for Zergstig. Zergstig has to flash out of Doggo's ultimate, and he's just not a threat to stop Doggo from getting what he wants done. The Braum does such a good job if used reactively to the bullet time. Really is a great pick here. And here comes Zergstig trying to get in here, but he's just going to die. And then, oh boy, Balulu trying to actually get the carry out, but the damage is just too much. And it just sort of fades away here. Now, Beyond Gaming going to be able to get the second Herald. So, kind of permit there. Plus do it. Going to make connections. But Gromp going to be secured by Mojito, so trying to keep that farm even, the exchange of resources even. He's 30 CS over Husha, so the farm power of this talent not to be trifled with. It's going to get spotted out, so they know that someone's trying to collapse on them. And now just to try to get the secure onto this Rift Scuttle. They once again 4K in the lead, 18 minutes in, and I gotta give it. If Alive can actually play this out quite well, he can do more work than Doggo, because Doggo has to actually get good bullet times, and if he misaims, if the positioning and people are able to move out and he cannot get the right bullet time, then he's gonna have a really hard time trying to help his team win these team fights. Moana, if he cannot blow up anyone easily, and he should be able to actually one-shot some people with his Unleashed power, but if he cannot blow up anyone, it's going to be a rough time here for Beyond Gaming. I realize like Super Scary and Super Fed has her Gore Drinker. Here comes the Rift Herald. It's going to be able to secure that second turret. And now I think they're going to treat this like a light Baron buff. If they're going to get the charge off on this Herald, this is actually going to be pretty major for them, and they're going to be able to finish it off here. And so, yeah, Beyond Gaming, they're not trying to play us around here. They're going to actually blow up Xerxes, and I think this game's about to end here, guys. Mojito going to get caught up here. Chris is sad. Mummy securing him down, and the slam from Husha to give vision of the hidden Mojito. And I think this is going to actually be... Oh, boy. They're actually going to back off here. The damage from the two carries, a little scary here. Flawless Duet's going to connect on Alive, but they're not going to turn for it. They're going to clear out the rest of this jungle, take this red buff, and the Infernal Drake is going to be available, so they can actually get their third Drake here and really secure this. Meanwhile, Crazy on the other side can't really help win the fight here or defend that bot lane turret. Is going to actually get something done here. Top side, keeping the turret's score as close as possible. Keeping that gold lead not too distant. Again, I keep trying to make this sort of my standard. If the gold is under 6,000, that is not a big enough of a difference across the entire team for a wallet smackdown. So Galatasaray, as we've seen so far in the series, are still in this, still have the ability to come back, but it is looking a little grim. It is looking a little grim for them. They have an exposed inhibitor on the bot side. If that goes down, the ability for Beyond Gaming to actually secure Baron in a disciplined and very simple fashion is there. And with the Irelia, I would say that they have a decent amount of consistent damage to actually sort of really shred down and take care of that Baron. Now here comes the catch here onto Xerxes. He blows up immediately, no chance there. Husha getting in a Mojito. The E smackdown, just the Tempest, just provides vision on to Mojito, and there's no escaping here. He can put out his ultimate. And put out the blades everywhere, make that circle of blades happen, but he will still be seen and still able to be collapsed upon. So 2 quick kills there for BYG. And now we're getting into a danger zone here.
We've had 2 chains. Can we get 2 hooks?
Thank you very much.
That's what we need. We've also had 2 shens. WTF. Beyond pushing.
Balula gonna get looking a little bit of trouble here. Kano and company gonna clear out the jungle. And look at this triple lethality build here out of Doggo. I do actually like this. I can't say if there's been better math done on this, because usually there's been like a Gale Force onto the MF just to give her positioning, to save her from any dive options or anything like that. But this triple lethality is going to actually hurt a lot. Like, I really think that this is the win more purchase option. Battle Dance doesn't connect anything there from Xerxes. But I really think if Doggo actually gets this ultimate down, I don't think there's nothing that really is going to have an easy time stopping him. There's not enough ward coverage elsewhere for Mojito to like get a flank on to really punish Doggo while he's channeling his ult. Xerxes basically has to kill himself to stop the bullet time. I really think that there's a if you can't get the Misfortune, you almost need to take the Braum. And the Braum's only job is to stop that bullet time from destroying the rest of your team. Trying to get the catch here. Liang looking for the catch on the Mojito. Nope. No flawless duet connection there. So, this game, quite in control here. 7,000 gold lead for Beyond Gaming. They're on the precipice of this game being secured and being quite in the bag. As long as they don't really mess anything up. No. Yeah, that destroyed and hit pot side should have provided them more Baron options here, but I think they still feel it's too early for this. Maybe looking for a little bit more items to help them finish it off. Mojito, kind of in a world of danger here. Nope. Too many wards available. Mojito finally spotting them. It's finally seeing them. Xerxes trying to play support here. But I don't think they're going to have an easy time of it. Scry's Bloom popped by Liang. So going to be able to actually secure the info and understand what's going on in this river. But this is a little scary here for Zergstig and company. Galatasaray gonna be able to get a ward there into the river just to confirm that there's no Baron shenanigans. But they're gonna start actually getting the rotation around here. Zergstig, good stop there. Second bandage toss available, but he's not gonna go for it. And Alive just trying to clear out this wave. And look at this. Nice little split push here out of Galatasaray here, and he's gonna be able to get away from this for free here. He's got the Realm Warp and Teleport available, and I think they're just trying to read this here. He's gonna start backing. Inhibitors back up, so advantage for Beyond Gaming kind of gone here. Alive is about to get caught here. Oh, the stun's gonna come through here in the bullet time, and he's going to just be melted. Kino coming straight through here. Curse of Sad Mummy has gone out here. Now Galatasaray need to run for it. Zergstig at half health. But I think BYG might just treat this as an opportunity to take Baron, not trying to actually secure the Infernal Drake. It's going to be in 30 seconds. I think they believe they can actually take the Baron and then go get the Infernal Drake, which feels super greedy. They don't need it. They don't need to do that, but they're killing it. 10 seconds in, halfway down, another 10 seconds. It's going to be gone here. Give that 5, actually. Oh, Realm Warp out, and it's gone. Crazy trying to slow them down here, but Galatasaray trying to figure out their way in here. Teleport coming in. Liang looking for trouble here. Balulu and company in trouble, and that's going to be a catch. Balulu's going to be able to flash away. Oh, turnaround Vanguard's Edge comes through as well. Liang super low. Crazy. He's going to get angry. Alive as well, and return here. It's going to be a 5v5, and the health bars are not in the favor of Beyond Gaming right now. The gold is. They've got a good 7,000 gold lead here, but frankly, if Doggo's assassinated by Mojito in this, if they cannot protect Doggo in this fight and keep that and allow that misfortune to get her ultimate off, and if Galatasaray come in from several different directions and Doggo's not able to get this bullet time off across multiple members of Galatasaray, it's going to be curtains for Beyond Gaming. It's going to be blown up and secured here. I'm sorry, but that's going to be a dead Mojito as well. Followed over. Xerxes is going to get finished off here. And Liang just dashing all over the place. So that's 4 dead on the side of Galatasaray. Crazy. Going to have to run for the hills. Didn't even get his Gnar off. Oh, and he's going to get caught here. The damage is just too much. And I think we might be able to call this game over, guys. Beyond Gaming with Infernal Drake. Everyone's at the doorsteps. These turrets are going to go down. Death timers. 11 till Mojito gets here. Xerxes is going to be here in 5. I don't think they're going to be able to actually get much done here. The Baron buff on Beyond Gaming as well. Too much pressure, too many bodies, too many minions, way too tanky. And we are going to go to a game 4 here. Beyond Gaming keeping themselves alive in this tournament, keeping this series going and not going down without a fight here. We're going to have to see if Galatasaray are going to be able to take their next chance to win this out here. But great showing from Beyond Gaming.